Hi, my name's Emma Warner. I'm the Grant and Marketing Coordinator at CASA DeKalb County. CASA is an acronym that stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. Our local organization was founded in 1993, and we serve as the guardian ad litem in the juvenile court system for 100% of children in DeKalb County who've experienced abuse or neglect and are involved in the court system through no fault of their own. CASA exists on both national, state, and local levels. National CASA was founded in Seattle when a judge was in a courtroom and he noticed that the parents had a person representing them and being their voice. Everyone that was an adult had a person that represented them, but the children didn't have a voice in court. So he called a meeting, and community members were welcome to come to this meeting, and that's how CASA started. Just a bunch of community members that felt passionate about children who've experienced abuse or neglect, and they wanted to be their voice in court. CASA DeKalb County advocates for 100% of children in DeKalb County who've experienced abuse or neglect and are involved in the court system through no fault of their own. We utilize community members to help with our advocacy services. Our advocates serve as a voice for the child in court, and in order to do so, they collect information about the child, about their lives, from the people that are involved in the child's life outside of the courtroom. So basically, they serve as the eyes and the ears of the judge outside of the courtroom and the voice of the child inside of the courtroom. What we do with that information is we write a court report, and then we present it to the court and the judge so they can make a decision that hopefully is in the best interest of the child. CASA exists because children are some of the most vulnerable members of our community. They need a consistent adult in their lives to be their voice, and oftentimes CASA advocates are the only stable and consistent adult in their life speaking on behalf of their best interests. Our goal is that every child in DeKalb County that we serve is placed in a safe and permanent home.
My name is Jessica Sandlund, and I'm the Development Manager and an Advocate Supervisor here at CASA DeKalb County. Thank you so much to DeKalb Township for your support of CASA through the funding that we receive. So the funding supports our training efforts for both new and current volunteer advocates, which is so important, especially because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the impact that has had on our work. So when COVID first happened in March of 2020, we saw a dramatic decrease in the number of children entering the court system because the children in the community who were experiencing abuse or neglect were not being seen by neighbors, friends, teachers, and other mandated reporters. Therefore, the number of children entering the court system decreased. However, since the state has been reopening, particularly starting in January of 2021, we've seen a dramatic increase in the number of children entering the court system, especially when you compare it to the time in 2020 when there were no new cases or very few new cases entering. So the training that we do for current and new advocates is even more important to meet the needs of the children here in DeKalb County, particularly in DeKalb because of the township grant. So the training that we do both new training for advocates who are community members that are volunteering for the first time. And these volunteers go through a 30-hour training that is using a national CASA curriculum, and that prepares them for their role as CASA advocates to be the eyes and ears of the judge and the voice of the child in court. Then we also do ongoing training efforts. So we provide our volunteers with continuing education opportunity that gives them fresh learning throughout the year. The new training for CASA advocates is 30 hours, and then the ongoing training is 12 hours each year that all of our advocates complete to make them the best advocates they can be. So again, thank you so much to DeKalb Township for your support of CASA and the children that we serve.